Hi friends, this is Vijay Kumar. Today we are going to discuss a topic in C programming, that is structure of C program. The structure of C program contains 6 sections. Number 1, document section. Number 2, link section. Link section is also called as a preprocessor section. Number 3, definition section. Number 4, global declaration section. Number 5, main function section. And number 6 is subprogram section. In this slide, left side part is the structure of the C. Friends, see, this is the left side part of this presentation. This is structure of C. And the right side part is the C program according to the structure of left side part. Now let us discuss in brief each section. The first section is document section. So this section contains comment lines which are not compiled by compiler. Friends, compiler doesn't execute comment lines. Whenever it finds the comment lines, it just skip it. Next point, comments are added to increase the readability and understandability. These comment lines are two types. First one is single line comment and second one is multi-line comment. So single line comment can be written as two reverse slashes followed by single line comment, whereas multi-line comment can be written as reverse slash asterisk followed by multi-line comment, which is followed by asterisk and reverse slash. Comment lines specify some important elements. Those are name of the program, name of the author, and time and date of writing the program. And very important point is comments used for future reference. Second section is link section. This section, it contains header files. These header files are having some predefined functions that are used in the program. See the first point, this section consists of header files of the functions that are used in the program. To use these predefined functions which are in the header files, it provides instructions to the compiler. See the second point, it provides instruction to the compiler to link functions from the system library. Friends, some examples of header files are stdio.h, conio.h, math.h, string.h, etc. In this presentation, I am giving you two examples. Hash include stdio.h is a header file. Friends, hash, it is called preprocessor. stdio, standard input output. H stands for header file. So stdio.h means standard input output header file. So this header file contains IO functions. IO means input output functions. Some examples of predefined functions in this header file are printf, scanf, fgets, fscanf, etc. The second example, hash include math.h. It is a header file which contains mathematical predefined functions. Examples are sine, cos, square root, sqrt, floor, etc. Third section is definition section. This definition section defines all symbolic constants. So macros are known as symbolic constants. Friends, what is macro? Macro is a process where an identifier is replaced by a predefined string or value in a program. For example, here we can see hash define pi is equal to 3.14. So here pi is an identifier which is replaced with 3.14 in a program. And some more examples, hash define true is equal to 1, hash define false is equal to 0. Fourth section is global declaration section. Global declaration section contains the global declaration of user defined functions and variables. So in this section we can declare user defined functions and variables. So the variables which are declared in this section are known as global variables. Now what is global variable? Variables that are used in more than one function. Such variables are known as global variables. Third point, the variables that can be used anywhere in the program are declared in global declaration section. That means the variable which is declared in global declaration section can be used anywhere in the program. Fifth section is main function section. Friends, a very important interview point of question, that is C program execution starts from, that is main function. A C program must exactly have one main function, and this main function is enclosed in curly brackets. These are curly brackets. In the main function you can write some statements. So each statement must terminate with semicolon. The semicolon is called terminator. This main function contains two parts. One is a declaration part and second one is executable part. This declaration part contains declaration of variables that are used in executable part, and the executable part contains the main logic which solves the program. The last section, sixth section, is a subprogram section. So the subprogram section contains all user defined functions. So all these user defined functions are defined to perform a specific task. So generally these user defined functions are called in the main function. These all user defined functions are placed after the main function. They may appear in any order. Friends, I hope you understand this topic. Thank you very much for watching this video lecture. If you have any doubts, please do comment in the comment section. I will give reply. Please subscribe if you like this video lecture and press bell icon.